you the first chapter of class 9th, the fundamental unit of life. In the last video, we are also discussed about this chapter and this topic of cell. The cell is the functional unit of all living organisms. Let's see the some important notes about this chapter. First, compound microscope. Compound microscope consists of eyepiece objective lens and condensed to observe a cell after putting a drop of saccharine. It is the plant cell and methylene blue for animal cell. It means that when we see some cells of plant or animal, we also take a compound microscope to see the and observation of cell. When we see the cell of plant, we also flow the saccharine. This is the liquid form of chemical which is applied on the plant cell. This is saccharine. Saccharine is applied on plant cell. And when we take the animal cell, we also apply the methylene blue. This is the chemical form. This is also applied on animal cell to observation of cell. This is the also important thing, saccharine and methylene blue to observe the plant cell and animal cell. Let's see another thing. Leeuwenhoek saw free living cell in the pond water first time. Leeuwenhoek, he is a German. He is a German botanist who saw the first living cell on the plant which is found in water. He was also called the father of microbiology. He discovered so many things in the plant cells. So he observed so many things in micro and he also called the microbiologist. Next point is Robert Brown. Robert Brown is also a German scientist or botanist. He discovered the nucleus in cell. Nucleus in cell, just like suppose that this is the cell and there is the pointed thing, it is called nucleus. This is the nucleus. When Robert Hooke discovered cell and Robert Brown discovered nucleus which is found in cell. Next is cell theory. Cell theory is the very important in our chapter. Let's see what said cell theory. This theory is proposed by Schleiden and Schwann. Schleiden and Schwann is the German scientist or botanist. They proposed cell theory. Let's see what cell theory says. Cell theory states that all plants and animals are composed of cell. When Robert Hooke discovered cell and Robert Brown discovered nucleus, the Schleiden and Schwann state that when all living organisms who survive their body or lives, they depends on only other component of cell. This is also the body parts is also composed of cell. When all cells are come together, it makes tissue, and lots of tissue makes organs, and organs makes our body. We have already discussed about this in last video. But Virchow, he is also a German botanist, and he said that he is not satisfied with Schleiden and Schwann. He said that all cells arise from the pre-existing cell. Pre-existing cell already formed the cell, and the new cells is formed by the first cell and another thing. Pre-existing, suppose that this is the first cell, and when it get nutrition and another thing, it makes another cell, and this process is also going on. The end of the life, this process is also going on, and he said that all cells arise from the pre-existing cells. Let's see another thing. shape and size. Let's see the shape and size of cell. The shape and size of the cell is very different. They are not similar. The cell is different in shape and size. You can see this in your NCERT book, page number 57 or 58. The figure number is 5.3 and 5.2. Type of cell. The type of cell also found. Let's see how many types of cell. Onion cell, smooth muscle cell, blood cell, bone cell, fat cell, nerve cell, ovum cell, sperm cell. These are the types of cell. Each kind of cell perform specific function. The all cells have another work and their role is another in our body or our lives are all living organisms. The next point is a single cell may consist whole organism like amoeba. We are know that the first two a single cell or multiple cell. Single cell who express their life in only one cell, but multiple cell just like human being or animal depend who has a multiple cells. They are multiple cells organisms. The reproduction takes place in amoeba only splitting. The feature in almost every cell is some plasma membrane, nucleus and cytoplasm. The cell has their features and what features are first plasma membrane, second nucleus and cytoplasm. This is three parts are very important for cell. Plasma membrane. Let's see the first topic of cell. First is plasma membrane. What is plasma membrane? This is the outermost covering of the cell. Outermost covering means this is a cell and this is liquid form. This liquid form is plasma membrane. This is important for cell is because this provides and consume nutrition for cell. Plasma membrane, this is the outer covering of the cell. Next point is it is the permeable membrane. Permeable membrane means because it prevents movement of some materials like nutrition things which is need to our cells to grow. Next point is it helps in diffusion and osmosis. Diffusion or osmosis. Osmosis higher concentration to lower concentration. Diffusion. What is diffusion? Diffusion is movement of substance from higher to low concentration. When diffusion is not formed, cell can't be survive their life and body can't be grow. This is the very important of cell diffusion. This topic is the plasma membrane is completed. Next video we will see about the nucleus. What is nucleus and what will happen in nucleus. So you have to do work to note these important points in your notebook. And if you have any problem, just write your problems in our comment box. Thank you.